Hello friends, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be testing some newish makeup, and I am wearing a pleather shirt. How do we feel about that? And my hair is straight. If you're new to this channel, I don't usually wear pleather shirts or wear my hair straight, but welcome, and let's play with a couple of new beauty products. So I've been trying to kind of keep track of what I spend this year, so a good way for me to do that is to make a video documenting what I purchase. Now, I mainly made this purchase at Ulta because I'm trying to try as many foundations this year that I can recommend for mature skin. So also be on the lookout for that. And I have a playlist with all of my foundations, reviews, and whatnot on this channel. So, combination of high-end. My last review was on the Urban Decay Hydromaniac, so I'm going to be using this today, but I'm not doing a review. But I did get the e.l.f. Camo, the one that's supposed to be similar to the It Cosmetics CC cream, this friend. So I'm going to be doing a first impression try-on of that, but I will be doing a full video on it. So anyways, let's get into it. I did my skincare. Let me take my glasses off a little while ago, a couple of hours ago. So now... I usually put my foundation on right after I do my skincare, but let's see how it goes. So we're going to start with the e.l.f. CC cream, skin-loving ingredients, including collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. Where's my tweezers? I'm going to rip into these packages like the monster that I am. I'm blind because I took my glasses off. Hello. Oh. That's right in front of me. So do I want to show you the products I got, or what am I doing? I feel nuts. That's the theme of every video. Today's Super Bowl Sunday. Are you doing something fun? I did a haircut this morning, and my wife and I have been going on like a crazy ancestry hole, and so all morning we've been like looking at ancestry stuff. I'm trying to prove that I have Italian dual citizenship. There's like crazy loopholes. So like basically if I can prove that one of my great-grandparents didn't actually become an American citizen, then I think that's a loophole, my great-grandfather, then I can apply. I have to like contact the Italian consulate. That just sounds fancy. So I know I don't look Italian, and I apologize. I only look like my father, who's very white. So anyways, let's start with some foundation. My lighting is super bright, but I kind of like it, but it's just a window. Okay, thanks, window. Okay, oh, I lost the foundation already. Here he is. So I got the shade 120 Neutral. There's a lot of shades in this and a lot of undertones, so I just picked this one hoping it will be my best match. Sponge, just saw you. Now, I mostly apply everything with a dry sponge. Sometimes I will wet my sponge if I discover the dry sponge method doesn't work. So we're going to just go in. It's got a pumpy, squeezy. I enjoy that. With the dry sponge. One pump. It looks a little light, but again, always look at my neck region as opposed to my red face region, because that is going to be a better indication of things to come. So like in the summer, this could possibly be too light just on the get-go. And as always, I've got to use this other mirror because I can't see anything. I remember the It Cosmetics CC cream being something I liked with a damp sponge, so we'll see. We'll see. And there's supposed to be some good skincare benefits, like I said. There's niacinamide, collagen, and peptides. This also has the SPF of 30. Apply 1 to 2 pumps. Blobbity bloop. Boop boop. Beep boop. Reapply every 2 hours if you're using this as a sunscreen. I don't recommend. Use an actual sunscreen. Thanks. Okay, so far, so good. I think I probably need, well, I have some on my hand. That'll probably work. I rarely use more than like 1 pump of something. Coverage is nice. I don't think it's full, but definitely medium. Probably builds to full, but I would never want that in my entire life, so I'm not going to attempt it. Okay, yeah, there's a little bit left on my hand, so I'm going to go in my problem areas, which are like my cheeks. I got problem cheeks. How about you? Pretty so far. I mean, yeah. Not super dewy, not super hydrating. Almost just like that nice skin-like finish. Which who doesn't love that? Okay, friends, here we are. One pump. What do we think? Tell me what you think down there below. Okay. I mean, sure. I do remember with the CC cream, It Cosmetics CC cream, that I would sometimes get dry throughout the day. And then, so the It CC cream, why am I saying it like that? There's like the illuminating version, the regular version, the matte version. I always just liked the regular because the illuminating, surprisingly enough, was too shiny for me. And the matte, no thank you. Anyways, let's pop on some concealer. I guess we'll continue in the e.l.f. This isn't new, but I have it. I'm just going to pop on a little of the Hydrating Camo concealer, since it's that guy's friend. Just a tiny bit. Anyway, Super Bowl Sunday. Do not care about football whatsoever. But what I do care about is drinks and snacks. So we are making drinks and snacks, and our, our pod, our household friends, Chris and Emily, are coming on over. We're just going to have snacks. We're going to maybe play some games like before. And I think Emily, Chris's wife, and my wife, Kelly, are going to maybe watch the foosball. And then Chris and I will just play with my baby. I was thinking about having us film something, but I want to film a live with her, and it's like, I don't think people will watch that on Super Bowl Sunday, so that's not happening. And also, she's TikTok famous. I mentioned that in my last one. I know I sound like I'm kidding, but she literally is. She's got like 150,000 followers. 1,000! I know. It's cray-cray. She found her niche. Now, what I've asked is she just becomes famous and buys my daughter everything. I feel like that's a fair trade for being her auntie. Okay, so we've got some concealer on now. Okay, I do have a new brow product. Actually, I have two. One I've already used, and it's the NYX Dip Shape and Go. And basically, it's a dip brow. Like, this little part is the goop. And I was like, oh, cool. I thought then there was like also a mascara, like a brow gel. But no, it's just a spoolie. And then there's this brush. So here's why I don't like it. One, this brush is enormo. Like, look at how wide it is. Whose brows are those for? Like an ogre's brows? I have like no brows. So this was like using a paintbrush. And then the tone, even though I bought this in Taupe, which is what I have the NYX Micro Brow in, is in Taupe. It's goldeny, but I made it work using a super tiny dense angle brush, because then it like packed more color so it looked darker, and it was more precise because it's not the size of a paintbrush. So this is a no for me, dog, but I've kind of been using it because, waste. Anyways, I bought this new Wet n Wild Brow-sessive brow pencil in the shade Taupe. Oh God, help me. I like sort of a gray toned brow because I'm blonde and have gray hair. No, because I'm fair. And so like anything too dark, I mean, I don't mind a darker brow. It's really the tone. I usually just like the ashy tone of Taupe, but sometimes it's a lie. Let's check it on my hand here. Yeah, I'm scared. Here we go. So my eyebrows are falling out horrifically. I'm crooked because of the, nothing to see here, because of the no thyroid business. So they're real bad right now. Like, look at my bald spot. It's nice. So let's just give these a little fill, see what happens. It's already nice and pointy. I actually hate like pencils that you have to sharpen because it's just like a step I don't want to have to deal with. Yep, I don't like the tone of this. Look, see, it's like warm. Am I nuts? I don't actually mind the formula of the pencil. It's going on well, but not like too, like easily, but not like too creamy. But see, to me, that looks gold. Why? Well, here it is today, folks, just for you. A little warm eyebrow action. To me, there's like literally nothing uglier than like a goldeny eyebrow. Why, God, why? And as I'm using this, it is definitely getting creamier, so it'll be interesting to see. I mean, do I just need to go with like a light brown or something? But I love the taupe in the NYX Micro Brow. Anybody? Help. Because I like that my natural brow is like ashy. See, this is like warmer than my brow. But here we go, because this is what we're doing. So I may have ruined Super Bowl Sunday with my eyebrows. Oh, my shirt's making weird crinkle sounds. Nobody likes that. I feel like I've already talked about 400 subjects. Why am I sitting like that? Oh, Lord. I think I just need to go and try the ye old ABH brow pomade in taupe, because I'm kind of liking that NYX pomade. I like how it looks because my brows are so thin right now. It like gives way more of a structure. Or I need to just go into a MAC store or go online and order the MAC Shape and Shade brow pen, which I always really liked. If there's another brow pen that people like, list that down below for me. This is horrific. I hate this. Oh, by the way, it was $2.99. I'm going to list everything down below. I did last time when I said I would. I'm very proud of myself for that. Just so, because I'm trying to keep a running total, and then you can see running total. But yeah, this is $2.99, and maybe if the shade was right, I would be okay with that. But it's a $2.99 of golden eyebrow nightmares. Like, do they think all blondes are golden? I'm what you call dishwater blonde. Isn't that attractive? Or a dirty blonde. Yeah. So what is going to save me is going to be the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow Gel, because it's got like a darker, more cool tone to it. So we're going to slap that through the brow. I will help a friend out here. So back to the ancestry and me trying to become an Italian. So there's like a weird loophole and I'm trying to find it. I saw this on Travel and Leisure a couple weeks ago, and then I was talking to Krista about it, and her friend, like one of her best friends from school, he has dual citizenship, and I think that's how he did it. So I called him he called me. I texted him and he called me real quick, and basically he was like, I have to prove that like one of my grandparents, because it's sexist, not the woman, if at all, because there's more rules for that. But so if I can prove that my great-grandparent, my great-grandfather did not actually become an American citizen before my grandfather was born, or my grandmother was born, then that basically says that the citizenship link was never broken, because his child was born to an Italian citizen still, even though they're here in America. If he never became an American citizen. So that's hard to research. I have found, my best piece of information that I found is a 1940 census. Why am I not doing my eyebrows? With him and my great grandmother, and they were like 62 and 52 at the time. They were listed as alien still. And so that is a pretty large indication to me that they never got their actual citizenship. Like, they came through Ellis Island in New York. I found the ship that my great-grandfather came through on. And, you know, he was 20 years old, or 22 years old when he came through. And he had never been here before. Like, there's all those questions on there. And so that was in 1904. So in 1940, he's still listing himself as alien. It could take years to get my dual citizenship, so that's why I want to like really, and money. So I want to like get it started if it could happen, because then then I'm a European citizen, and you have a much easier time traveling through Europe, which I would like to do more of. I did a lot of that in my past life. My current wife and I did go to Spain for our honeymoon, so we've gone once, and she's not Italian. She is a whole bunch of just English. So I'm like 44% Italian and 37% British, whatever, English. And then there's like a little Irish, a little Norway, and a little Spain. But so Ancestry, like when you send in your DNA, it like updates it all the time. Anyways, this is a long, does anybody like this stuff? I love it because I love history. No, that's my mom's side. My dad's side has been here. He says they swam over in front of the Mayflower. That's his quote, but he's not wrong. They've been here 1600s in America. So theirs is really fun to research because I've got lots and lots of records. It's harder on the Italian side because European records or things are in Italian and whatever. Anyways, how cool would it be if I became an Italian citizen? When I was in Rome once, like 10 years ago, my ex-wife and I did a tour of Pompeii. We hired this amazing tour guide. And he was like, he asked my ex-wife if she was Roman, and she was like, no, I'm like German. And he's like, oh. And then she was like, but she's Italian. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, he's like, in the Roman times, you would have been like the perfect beauty. And I was like, oh. He's like, blonde. He was like, I'm not too fat. I'm not too skinny. Like, sir, you go on with that. Sure, I'll take it. Anyways, what am I doing? So I did get new eyeshadow. Let's go to eyeshadow. Ooh, I got two things. I thought perhaps we use them both. I got this e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick in the color something. What is your color? Nobody knows. Ow. Let's see if it says on the thingy-mabob. I love a shadow stick idea of a shadow stick because I'm lazy and I just want to like go on with my day. What is your shade? Magnetic Pole. Oh, I thought that was part of the name. It's like a chubby stick. Let's see. Oh, feels creamy. It's a color that I dig. So we're going to put this on as like a base to see for my next, because I think they'll go together. So let's just run this over my eyeballs and see what happens. It's kind of like a cool toned mauve shade, which is right up my alley. Feels creamy. Nothing to complain about here. I mean, that would be perfect for just like a real quick, my lighting's really bright, so I'm sorry about that. It's kind of watching everything out. But it's just the actual sun hitting the snow in Michigan. So let's go to this eyeball, throw this on over here. So we are making, so Krista and Emily are bringing like French dip sandwiches, like they're doing all the meats in the crock pot and just bringing their whole crock pot over, and then the breads and whatnot. And then we are doing like a buffalo chicken like crock pot dip. And then I'm also making a cheese and cracker platter, and we got like chips and stuff and drinks. Not sure what we're drinking tonight, but I think we're gonna drink Tito's and club soda with a splash of cranberry. We've been digging that. I don't know what Emily's gonna drink. She's not much of a drinker. Okay, so then that, no complaints. I would have to like do this again and like see on its own how it wears or whatever, but that's a nice, quick, easy look. I would blend it out more if I was just using that. So then I got this new Revlon. I don't think I've ever used a Revlon eyeshadow, but these are the Prismatic Palettes, and this one is in That's a Dub. I just thought these were pretty tones, easy quick look can be had with this. I just dabbed myself. I gotta get the sticker off of here to open it. These are not my good tweezers, PS. So let's get this open and do a little swatch. Foundation is still feeling okay. It's been about like 15 minutes. Could be another 15 by the time I open this. For the love. Oh, that sounds like I broke it. Okay, here we go. It's got this weird like textured print, whatever. It's supposed to look like prisms, I guess, but let's give it a little swatcheroo. That's a nice pearly shade. Let's go on the arm. Okay, it's the same color as me. And then this next one is like a purple. That looks pretty. And then I like, this is like the more taupey shade. This is the one I kind of was really into. And then this last one's more of like a lavender, icier shade. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's actually kind of leans, I don't know, a little rose goldy. What do I want to do? Let's do a few different colors. Let's start with the purple on my outer and then just build in. Let's just see what happens. Nobody knows. Super Bowl Sunday, anything could happen. Just put that on my outer corner. Oh yeah, okay. I see you. I see a Revlon eyeshadow that I've never used in my life. I guarantee if we went back in the archives, I've never used any Revlon product. No, I don't ever buy Revlon. It's just like one of those drugstore brands that you're like, meh, no thanks. But this is going on really pretty. So then I'm just going to keep using the same brush. I'm just going to flip it over. And I'm going to go into the taupier shade. Put that on the middle. He looks more gold. You know, taupe is one of those weirdo colors. And I like a more silvery taupe, but I don't dislike that. Okay, we're going to go over here. This is a good way to use more than one shimmer color without really like having to put something in the crease or whatever. Then I'm just going to clean my brush off on my hand and go into that more like rose goldy lavendery shade. And pop that closest in. Kind of blending and melting the colors together. I'm not mad at this. And then I'm just going to take a brush to quickly buff and like blend the edges. You know what brush I'm looking for. It's famous. This guy. Just to soften the edges. I like this shadow. I think it's really pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, well, hello there. Is that all of my new makeup that I wanted to try? I think it is. So we have the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, the e.l.f. Shadow Stick. Oh, I have a mascara. The eyeshadow from Revlon. And I think that was it. And then I have mascara. I am going to pop on the rest of my face and then I will be right back with the mascara. Okay, and we're back. I just quickly did the rest of my face, which was my blush, bronzer, highlight, threw on a gloss. I forgot that I tried that brow product I don't like. The Wet n Wild Brow-sessive. $2.99. Hitting the trash. Well, I mean, we'll see. Probably. So now I am going to try, I'm super excited about this. This is the new Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High mascara. It is limitless length, full volume. And I got mine in blackest black because obviously. So let's get this friend out of its house. I saw someone on Instagram use this and I was like, ooh, what is that? I do love the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That's one of my favorites. So we're really excited to try this. Packaging is really pretty. Am I posing for a thumbnail right now? Yeah. So let's see what the brush looks like. I'm scared of this brush. It's super flexible and it's one of those plasticky brushes, which I tend to not like. All right, let's get my little hairs out of the way because who doesn't paint their hair with their mascara on? All right, it's slightly like curved down. I won't say it. Okay, we're gonna try this out. Oh, okay. So I tend to only really like volumizing mascara, so this is supposed to be length and volume. Because I naturally have long lashes. And a lot of times lengthening ones tend to just make them like stringy spiders. You know what I mean? Now, with mascara, I tend to like know if I want to try it again in the first go around, but you know how mascara is. You kind of, I almost just painted my hair. You have to like wear it a few times to get that right consistency. I like this eyeshadow though, friends. I kind of knew I was going to. Because I think I saw Nicole from Young Wild and Polish, which I love her channel. I don't know why it hasn't grown more. I just think she's so relatable. I mean, she has like a good amount of following, but like back in the old YouTube days, I used to watch her all the time. I still watch her all the time. Her and Kathleen Lights and like Jaclyn Hill and Manny, like those were like some of the first bigger YouTubers I watched. And she didn't really like, and Emily Noel, Jessica Braun, she didn't really like follow that, and I don't know why I love her. Not that she's ever going to see this, but somebody tell her. Okay, so this is coat 2. I usually do 2 coats. And so far, I don't hate it. I did not curl my lashes because I just, over the years, stopped using an eyelash curler because, to be quite honest, I think it died and I threw it out and never bought a new one. But I've actually been thinking about buying a new one. Okay. Let's not get too excited. I enjoy that it doesn't smell like death, but look at that. That's pretty good. I'm surprised because I don't usually like these kinds of brushes. It is very separating. I can feel that. And I think that's what I don't usually like about lengthening mascaras is because my lashes are already long, like I said, when they get too separated, they just look weird. That's not bad though. I mean, that's a nice, oh, okay. Let's get the second coat going on the other ball. It's very wiggly in the thing and it's kind of creepy. My stomach is making sounds that I don't know if I understand what they mean. Like, I'm not hungry. I just ate something. Like, I ate lunch not that long ago, and are they the other sounds? Run for your life. Okay, Maybelline. Sky High Lash Sensational. This is a pretty mascara. Imagine if I had curled my lashes. Those are just my lashes, not curled. Oh, I wanted to quickly, but now I'm scared, pop the shadow stick on my lower lash line. I felt like I should. And then I'll continue with mascara down there. Just like a little definition down there. That'll be a sure way to find out if it's going to slide all over my face. This is a good color for green eyes too. Like that Taupe mauve color. All right, let's put a little, just a little. I don't ever mascara my lower lash line because my lashes are so long and they look very creepy. So just a little dab will do ya. Like sometimes I'll do this and then grab the ends of my lashes and like wipe them off. But see, that was, I barely touched it. It could go spidery real quick. By the way, I did not dip into this again. That's just whatever was on the wand. Okay, so here is the look with the new makeup that I have purchased in the last week or two. Yeah, I'm going to list everything down below. Give this video a like if you like this kind of content. Subscribe if you already don't. Ring the notification bell, and I will see you here again in another video next week or so. Bye, friends.